I have a bad news about Project Unix. The final quote for the specialized sensor came at 7,500 ringgit, but our hard budget limit is 6,000. That leaves us 1,500 shortfall. We cannot proceed until we bridge this gap, and those specific sensors are crucial for our data integrity.
1,500 ringgit? No problem. Let's just ask the submission deadline. If we have an extra month, we can surely raise the money somehow, right? I set up GoFundMe tonight.
See, I told you we should have used the cheaper and standard components from the start. Who was responsible for this inaccurate estimation? This is going to delay everything. We should have known the quote would be too high.
Supreme, I understand the pressure. To confirm, is that specific sensor model as the only one that meets the data integrity standard? Or is there a good enough model Y that meets the minimal requirement? Can you quickly break down the 7,500? How much is for the visual sensor and how much is for the option, basic and extra peripherals?
That's helpful, Alia. The sensors themselves are 6,300 ringgit. The extra 1,200 ringgit is for the fancy casing and spare battery. Definitely nice to have. So the real gap is 300 ringgit. So to get the extension component, 300 ringgit to get the extension component lah.
Thank you, Supri, for clarifying, and Alia for the excellent breakdown. We got from aggressive to a solvable problem. 300 ringgit shortfall for the crucial part. Since we have a clear number, my proposal is this: split, and I will contact 3 alternative suppliers today or to see if we can find those excellent sensors for 300 ringgit cheaper. Let's reconvene tomorrow morning. Does everyone agree to the focus action plan?
That's great. That's it.
Welcome back, everyone. You are just seeing our team taking Project Phoenix and it budgets crucial. Our goal with that role play was to clearly demonstrate the difference between poor and effective reasoning and how dramatically it can impact problem solving.
Let's break down what happened. Supri, as our project manager, we'll lay out the problem. $1,500 shortfall for critical sensor, vital for data integrity within a fixed 6,000 ringgit budget. This was the core challenge.
And my character, Shafiq, demonstrate poor listening as the jumper. You saw me interrupt and immediately propose solution like a GoFundMe or a deadline extension. What I missed was the problem wasn't about time or getting more money generally, but about a specific cost control issues within a fixed budget. I completely misunderstood the nature of crisis itself.
My character Marcus was the barrier showcasing another form of poor listening. I filtered the information through regular negativity, focusing on whose fault it was and wishing we used cheaper components. What I missed was surprise emphasis on the sensors being crucial for data integrity. My blaming approach derailed the conversation instead of moving us towards a solution.
Okay. Exactly, those moments poor listening create frustration and confusion. We were stuck. But then we saw effective listening coming into play.
That's when my character stepped in as the clarifier. I directly addressed Supri and asked the crucial question. Is this specific sensor the only one that meets the standard? And can you break down the 7,500 ringgit? How much is for the crucial sensor? And how much is for the optional casing and peripherals? this identify and critical distinction between essential and discretionary costs. As you saw in the video, this immediately reduced our perceived $1,500 shortfall to a much more manageable $300 problem.
And finally, my character, the action planner, synthesis earlier excellent clarification. By acknowledging the initial fraction and the devaluation, the newly created 300 ringgit cap. I propose the collaborate next step, contact 3 suppliers to find assistance and serve with the budget. They brought the team from a state of crash to focus actionable plan. It clearly shows how effective listening through clarification and empathetic understanding can transform an overwhelming problem into a solvable challenge.
So what did we learn from Project Phoenix? Listen up!
You are, wanna taste the